convert 30 degrees and 45 degrees to radian measure and sketch the corresponding arc on the unit circle. Use these results to convert 60 degrees and 90 degrees to radian measure. So I don't know if you necessarily need to do that, but if we put the 30 with the 60, that would probably be a good starting point. So if I'm ever going to convert between radians and degrees, there's only really one fact I need to know, which is pi radians equals 180 degrees. 180 degrees is exactly the same as pi radians. If you know that, you can get to anything else, anything else that you can do exactly. If it doesn't fall in between these nice bits, you may need a calculator, but for these, it's really easy to get to things like 30, 45, 60 and 90 and many more just by using this one fact and a bit of direct proportion. So if I want 30 degrees, well, that is going to be, to turn 180 into 30, I divide by 6, so I must do the other side, divide pi by 6. So pi by 6 radians is 30 degrees. Right, so if we want to sketch this on a unit circle, draw yourself a circle, draw the x's, you know that this is 0 and 90, so 30 degrees. Well, you need to split this interval from 0 to 90 into thirds, so it's going to be about here, something like that. So that is pi by 6 there, and this is the arc, that one there. If we want to do something with 45, you know that pi radians equals 180 degrees. So I would probably have a middle step. I would say 90 degrees, which was something we're actually being asked about. Well, that's pi by 2 radians. So 45, you just divide by 2 again. That must be pi by 4 radians is 45 degrees. So if we want to draw that on a circle, draw your circle. Just like that. I know that this is 90 degrees, 45 must be here. So this is pi by 4 radians. Remember, the pi by 4 is the angle, so it's that bit there. Okay, we've got a 30, we've got 45, we've actually been asked for 90, which we already have anyway. We've been asked to use these results. So personally, I generally speaking, I just use any kind of direct proportion approach that works, and I don't necessarily think you need to memorize off by heart all the multiples of pi by 3, the multiples of pi by 4, the multiples of pi by 2, so I don't necessarily find it that helpful, but I know some teachers will do it differently. But now if I want to find, say, 60 degrees, I'm still going to start with pi rads equals 180 degrees, so 60 degrees is just going to be pi by 3 radians. And then I'm going to go to my circle like that. 60 degrees with 30, 60, so it's there. That is pi by 3 radians, which is 60 degrees. And the last one we were asked for was 90 degrees. We already had 90 equals pi by 2. 90 is clearly here, there, so that is pi by 2 radians is 90 degrees.